My name is Mark Thomas. I'm an architect and I like to do both building and sculptural type projects. I think from an architectural perspective, what we had to do was how could we fit a complex geometric structure within a very curving natural environment. And we also had to link in with an existing building. I don't know if you know that the Viper is part of a greater project, which is a gardening museum, which is part of that site. So we are like a necklace around a very large underground building. And that was one of our challenges, was working with an English architect on that as well. It was actually very difficult. Our initial concepts would not have passed British standards in terms of safety in the balustrades. Kirstenbosch is a different project where the health and safety in Britain is another league. We adapted our design as we went along, and we made sure that we passed all the statutory tests in terms of health and safety in England. But it's a complex landscape, health and safety. There is no other material that can be as delicate and span as far as steel can. We thought about stainless steel as an option, but Henry has worked out a specification that with galvanized steel that is epoxy coated, you can get an almost maintenance-free structure that is completely pre-made into a natural environment. Malleability, structural strength, and the ability that these days we can cut it with lasers. Very large plates of steel can be cut extremely accurately with laser cutters. And of course the Meccano aspect, which allowed us to do this project in South Africa and take it with containers over the seas and then assemble it in a natural environment in England. That, I think, steel was the perfect thing. The accuracy of all the components meant that it could be bolted together and actually fit on the other end. It was about teamwork. It was the kind of faith that we had to have that England was going to make their side perfectly and we were going to make our side perfectly. There was never any fighting. We had a brilliant client. We really met interesting quality people in England, and the South Africans also just came up to the plate, and it was a wonderful experience. I think it's very interesting that a South African consulting team can work with British consultants to the same level of accuracy, and I think maybe engineering wise it goes back to our mining kind of expertise over the years, but we really enjoyed working with the English, and they really enjoyed working with us, and that was just a marvelous thing.